What's your nationality, Maurice?
I'm a black man.
All right. So a black man, the color of your shirt, your pants look black, your young man's pants look black.
Yep.
But you don't look quite black.
No, I'm
that same color.
Do what they say.
Hey, but what we coming out here to share with our people is that Christ is a black man, all right? But when you think of a black man, he's not the color black. Black is not our nationality. We're the Israelites, all right? So you already know that Christ wasn't this image right here, right? Okay, all praise to the Most High. But now what we need to go through is show you that you're Israel. So give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. We're going to take you through the Bible, so when the next time somebody asks you, what's your nationality, you can clearly state, hey, I'm an Israelite. All right, read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So Moses is speaking to who, Maurice?
Israel.
He's speaking to Israel, right?
Yes.
The whole book of Deuteronomy, actually the whole Bible is written to the Israelites, but in book of Deuteronomy, he's talking to Israel. So we're going to get for you Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So it says, if you do not listen, if you do not hearken, that word hearken means to listen, to do all of God's laws, statutes, and commandments, right? This is what's going to happen to God's people, the Israelites, okay? Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That if we didn't listen to do his commandments, curses were going to come upon us and overtake us, right? Now, we're going to read some of the curses that Moses stated would come against God's chosen people. And then you tell me, did these curses happen to everybody or just a certain group of people? All right, read verse 16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So one of the first curses, it says, cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the field. So let me ask you this question. When were black people cursed in the field? Slavery, right? Take a look, man. We were in the field getting beat and whipped, not only by so-called white people, but by the Arabs as well. Picking cotton, right? Cursed in the city. When you take a look around any of the major cities, right, by predominance, who are the people in the worst, in the slums, in the ghettos?
All of us.
All of who?
Black people.
Black people,
Israelites.
Hispanics, right?
Yes.
Native Americans, right?
Yep.
You don't see you may see a sprinkling of white people here and there, but for the most part, who is it? Minorities, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Israelites, as you stated, right? Let's get verse 27.
Verse 27.
I'm sorry, verse 31.
Verse 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken.
I'm sorry, verse 32, read it.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters.
So it says, Israel's sons and daughters shall be what?
Shall be given unto another people.
When did that happen? When were our sons and daughters given to another people?
Came here.
When we came here during slavery, right? We was on those auction blocks. Look at here. This daughter is about to be sold by this white man to somebody else.
Right.
Hey, you know what? It even happens to this day. You ever heard of Child Protective Services?
Yeah.
CPS? Yeah. They'll come in and they will take your child right from underneath you. Yeah. And it'll be hard as hell. Right. It'll be hard as hell for you to get them back, right? Listen to what the Bible said would happen to the Israelites. Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Come on.
And fell with longing.
No, come on, you got to read that right.
And thine eyes shall...
Thine eyes, as you look at your son or daughter being taken away from you, read on.
And thine eyes shall look, and fell with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And there shall be nothing that you can do. We don't have any economic might to get our sons and daughters back.
Right.
We have no military might to get our sons and daughters back.
Right.
We have none of that, no political power to get our sons and daughters back. When they start going into those systems, it's hell on earth trying to get our sons and daughters back.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
And that plague happens to us not only during slavery time, but also even to this day, right? Even to this day, right? Give me back up to verse 30.
Verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife.
It says, thou shalt betroth a wife, meaning you shall be proposed to marry a wife, right? Read on.
And another man shall lie with her.
Have you ever watched 12 Years a Slave, Maurice?
No, I have not.
So in that movie, 12 Years a
I
Slave,
know what you're talking about, but I didn't see it.
you didn't see it, but what happened in that movie?
I'm not sure. I know.
You kinda heard it?
Imagine.
The man had a wife, right? And the slave owner was inviting some guests over to his house, so that one of his guests wanted to sleep with this man's wife. And guess what? He couldn't do nothing about it. He had to let his wife go and have sex with this white slave master. And he couldn't do anything about it. Right?
It's not fair, man. We
It's
the most
not.
powerful people.
It's
the
not.
Most powerful people.
But you gotta ask yourself, why then do we still are in the lowest state that we in today?
Don't make no sense, man.
It makes sense because of what Deuteronomy 28 said.
But like, we need to come together.
You absolutely right. Absolutely right, Brother Maurice. Read, stay where you at. Verse 30, read it again.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
We shall build the house. We built all of America. Our people. It was built on the backs of the slaves.
Yes, that's right.
The White House, we built that. Do we dwell therein?
White House.
No.
No.
We don't. We
Go
don't.
there, no.
No, not at all.
I have nothing to do with it.
We don't.
We built houses.
But you gotta ask yourself, again, the reason why we're in here, give me verse 45 real quick. Verse 45. This is the reason why this happens to us.
We
Read.
get to a funeral, brother.
Verse 45.
Hey.
Unfortunately. God bless.
Hey.
What was your name?
Azariah.
Azariah.
Yes, sir. Maurice, all praises.
What's your name, brother? Well.
So check out that flyer, man. Somebody, y'all got the QR code?
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
got the QR
God bless y'all,
code? Hey,
brother.
get him the QR code so he can scan it real quick.
All right, let me show you something.
All right, read that, verse 45.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
So all the curses will come upon God's chosen people because we didn't do his laws, statutes, and commandments.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.